How's it going, guys? I hope you had a great day and welcome to another Marquee Matchups Prediction, the predictions for next week. We have 6 challenges to talk about, and the first challenge we're talking about is a Premier League game between Manchester City and Arsenal. So of course we need a minimum of 1 player from each club. We have the left back, the 78 rated Benjamin Mendy from Manchester City, and we have the 82 rated Xhaka from Arsenal. I think we could need a minimum of 3 rare players. Nationalities minimum 4, a team overall rating of minimum 78 and a team chemistry of minimum 95. I expect this challenge to happen by at least 60%. Then we should get our reward, which could be a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack. Alright, the next game we're talking about is a game in Bundesliga. We have Dortmund versus Bayern, a very interesting game in the Bundesliga. So we have of course a minimum of 1 player from both clubs. We have the 81 rated Marc Bartra from Dortmund, and we have the right back, the 78 rated Rafinha from Bayern. Then we need a minimum of 3 rare players. I expect Bundesliga players, minimum 6, a team overall rating of minimum 78 and a team chemistry of minimum 95. I think this challenge could be featured in the next Marquee Matchups by a percentage of 60%, and the reward could be 1 Premium Electrum Players Pack. Now we move on to the Italian League. We have the Genoa derby between Sampdoria Genoa and FC Genoa. I expect we need a minimum of 3 players from either Sampdoria Genoa or FC Genoa. In this squad we have the 2 centre backs from FC Genoa and the left striker, the 78 rated Quagliarelli from Sampdoria Genoa. Then we could need a minimum of 4 rare players, nationalities a maximum of 5 different nations, a team overall rating of minimum 77 and a team chemistry of course 95. I give this challenge a percentage of 50% to happen in the next Marquee Matchups. Alright, moving on to another very interesting game in Liga NOS. We have Porto versus Benfica. So for this challenge I decided to go with a minimum of 1 player from both clubs. We have the right back, the 78 rated Pereira from Porto, and we have the right centre back, the 80 rated Jardel from Benfica. Then we need a minimum of 4 Portugal players. The player quality for this challenge should be exactly gold. A team overall rating of minimum 76 and a team chemistry of minimum 95. I give this challenge a percentage of 40% to happen in the next Marquee Matchups. And if this challenge is featured, I think it could be a Electrum Players Pack as reward. And then we move on to another derby. We have now the Moscow derby between Lokomotiv Moscow and CSKA Moscow. So we need a minimum of 3 players from either Lokomotiv or CSKA. I decided to go with the 77 rated left center back and the 80 rated right center midfielder from CSKA Moscow and the 76 rated left midfielder from Lokomotiv Moscow. Then we need a minimum of 5 Russian players, a minimum of 3 rare players, a team overall rating of minimum 77 and a team chemistry of minimum 95. I give this challenge a percentage of 40% to happen in the next Marquee Matchups, and the reward for this challenge could be a Electrum Players Pack. And then we have the last challenge for today. We have a game in Argentina between Boca Juniors and River Plate. So for this challenge I think we could need a minimum of 3 players from either Boca or River Plate. I decided to go with goalkeeper and right center back from River Plate and the left center back from Boca Juniors. Then we could need a minimum of 5 Argentina players. As you can see, the whole defensive line and the goalkeepers are Argentina players from the Argentinian league. Then I decided to mix it up with 6 Austrian players from the Austrian league because I think we can add this point to this challenge. Players from same league, maximum 6, and different nationalities, maximum 3. And the team chemistry for this challenge should be a minimum of 90%. I give this challenge a percentage of 35% to happen in the next Marquee Matchups. Alright, and that is it with Marquee Matchups predictions for next week. I hope 1 or 2 challenges of these predictions will be featured in the new Marquee Matchups. Let's see. And that's it for today, so thank you guys for watching, have a wonderful day and see you.